All right, today we're going to look at the metric units. So these are the units that the rest of the world uses, and a lot of times we use them in our science classes. You've measured with them before using, sorry, something fell. A centimeter ruler in math class, or measuring something in grams in science class. All right, those are our metric units. So on the other side of the star chart, the length units are meters. Okay, so we're talking about kilometers, decameters, decimeters, centimeters, and millimeters. All of those are how we measure length in meters. All right, our volume. So when we're talking about how much something holds, how much liquid a bottle holds, that's measured in liters. Most often we talk about either liters or milliliters, but we could measure them in other ways. And then lastly, we have our mass. And mass is measured in grams in the metric units. And again, we could have kilograms, we might even have milligrams. All right, so what's very interesting about the metric units is there's only 3 different types of units: meters, liters, and grams. But each of those units can be expanded either to be larger or smaller by adding a prefix. Okay, now I help you to remember the prefixes using this fun little sentence. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. All right, so each letter of that phrase, each word, each beginning letter of each word is a prefix that can be attached to meters, liters, or grams. So the K is kilo. So I could have kilometers, kiloliters, or kilograms. Then H is hecta, hectometers, hectoliters, hectograms. The D is deca, decameters, decaliters, decagrams. The U stands for the unit, so whenever you're at the U, you're just at meters, liters, or grams. And then we go smaller. Decimeters, deciliters, decigrams. C is centi, centimeters, centiliters, centigrams. And the M is milli, millimeters, milliliters, and milligrams. All right, now what's cool about the metric units is they are all factors of 10. Powers of 10. So whether we're going to deci or centi or milli, we're dividing by powers of 10. And whenever we get larger, we're multiplying by powers of 10. So it's really easy to use. We'll be able to simply move our decimal in order to convert, because remember where our decimal is. If we move our decimal around, that's going to change by powers of 10. So we're looking for this first one. How many meters are in 6 kilometers? So right now we're starting at 6 kilometers. Okay, I'm using the number 6 to start. And we know that the decimal in the number 6 comes after the 6. And I'm here at the K, kilo. Okay, so I'm going to move until I hit meters. So I go from the K to the H, that's 1. The H to the D is 2. And then from the D to the U, the unit, meters, that's 3. And you'll notice that I moved to the right. So I'm going to move my decimal 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. That's the decimal's new home. And I fill in with zeros. All right. So my answer, there are 6,000 meters equal to 6 kilometers. All right, how many kilograms are in 2,000 grams? So I'm starting with 2,000, and I'm starting at the G, grams. And I'm moving to the kilograms, the K. So we move 1 to the D, 2 to the H, 3 to K for kilo. So we moved 3, and if you'll notice, we moved to the left. So we moved my decimal 1, 2, 3 places to the left. So now this is the number 2 and then the decimal. All right. All these extra zeros afterwards are no longer necessary because they're after the decimal place. So this means that 2 kilograms is equal to 2,000 grams. How many centimeters are in 12 millimeters? Okay, so I'm starting with the number 12. there's the decimal, and I'm starting at milli over here. I'm going to centi, which is just one place to the left. So I move my decimal one place to the left. That's 1.2. Now I can't get rid of the 2 like I got rid of the zeros in the other example, because that 2 is 2/10. It actually has value. So 1 2/10 centimeters is equal to 12 millimeters. Right, and the last one. How many liters are in 40 milliliters? All right, so I'm starting with 40. Here's my decimal. I'm starting on, again, milli right here, and I'm moving all the way to liters. 1 to the C, 2 to the D, and 3 here to the L at liters. So I'm moving 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. Here's the decimal, and I have to fill in with a 0. So my answer is decimal 0, 4. That's 400ths. The 0 at the end, making it 40 thousandths, is not necessary, but it's not going to hurt anything. So that's liters, and that equals 40 milliliters. All right, so what I want you to put in your spiral is the phrase King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, and I want you to put the abbreviations kilo, hecta, deca, unit, deci, centi, and milli. Make sure you put your meters, liters, and grams under the unit. You can also copy a couple of the examples if you'd like.